And today we are going to do some modding, mostly. I'm going to work on a map and just also let you know what I've been up to this last week or two. Yeah, so it's been pretty busy. Just trying to move some stuff around on the other screens here so that they're out of my way just a little bit more. I didn't realize how annoying they would be. Okay, yeah, so here we go. Right now, what you see here is just, I'm just kind of playing around with making a map for Adreden of my mod. And today I made it so that every day the player gets a level. And the reason for that is because I've turned off the XP, so they don't generally get a level the standard way via XP, you know, killing things and whatnot. You just, every day you survive, you just gets a little tougher because you need that with the game stages. I'll go into that a little bit more. Involves some various things that Spheri and Roland have done, and some mods that or some buffs that I have made to make them work. Yeah, and then I also added in my crafting CVAR, so every time you craft something, you get some, you get experience points, but it's different. It's like custom experience points. You got to do it this way to make it work. Okay, and then the next thing is I was thinking I generally include a map, and I just wanted to kind of throw something together. So yeah, let's try something. Now, I use GIMP. And the problem with GIMP is that it doesn't have dithering. If you don't know what dithering is, dithering. We're gonna go to images. Yeah, it's essentially something like this here. It's like these patterns. This isn't exactly it, but the point is that it uses essentially just pixels and stuff to represent a fade between the two different colors. Yeah, and GIMP doesn't really support it. It's kind of annoying. There must be some ways to do it. I just tried to find a plugin for it, but that wasn't working. I don't know if there's a way to get a brush for it. It's oddly opaque like to get all this stuff. Photoshop has it, but I don't use Adobe stuff, so I don't really have access. And I don't feel like paying extra money every month just for that. So, okay. So anyway, but if you look at like the Navigaine map and such, and even this one here, don't lock that. We'll bring that up to the front here. You can see that it's pretty much just a sharp line across. So I'm not really going to worry about it. I think the dithering looks a little bit better, but I don't know, whatever. Whatever. It's not a big deal. So we are going to go back to a very small zoom. Okay. Even smaller. There we go. So this is just the previous biomes of the other map. Now, I think this is the burnt forest based on the Navigaine map, which is this guy, which has it right in the center. So yeah, you know. But I think they're getting rid of that. So I'm just going to try to go with these ones down here. Now, what I've done is I've created a color palette right here. A bit wee, but that's all right. And this color palette, yeah, I'm just going to choose from it to create some different things. I'm not entirely sure what I want for this map. Like, I'm thinking I kind of like the desert, and it kind of fits in with another mod that I'm working on. But I don't want to spend like a crap ton of time on this. I think what I'll do is just kind of throw a quick thing together, see if my workflow works. And if it doesn't, it doesn't. Not a big deal. Okay, so... Okay, this is going to be actually the edges. So the edges, I want all to kind of, you know, have the, let's see, where is it? there's this radiation zone that is around the entire thing. It's doesn't have to be to scale for this particular one here. And these are the radiation zones all around it. Now, what I should probably do, actually, is scale that actually up so that it does match everything else. And we're just gonna drag these approximately into the corners. I'm just gonna do this kind of quick and dirty today because it's just, I don't really feel like I want to get this. This isn't the main part of my mod. This is just sort of a fun thing I try to put together for everybody else. And yeah, that's kind of that. Boom. All right, so we're going to crank down the opacity just so I have a rough idea of how much radiation zone there is. Now, this is a 16K map. It's a lot. That's a lot. And there's lots of things that I haven't gotten done, and I don't know if I'm going to do them for... I'm definitely not going to do them for Alpha 19. But there's an entire year, probably, between Alpha... Well, when Alpha 20 releases to Alpha 21. Probably it's sort of their pattern at the moment, so I'm not really going to be too worried about it, you know? So yeah, I'm just going to paint some things here now. Need a bigger paint brush, maybe 500-600. Oh yeah, there we go. I kind of just want to get it so that this kind of roughly looks like something on the map. You know, it's like if you're in the game and you know you're playing. Yeah, just wanted you to kind of have like a bit of a knowledge of where things are. I am doing this wavily pattern kind of deliberately because, like, I mean, it's going to be 16K. I want this to kind of, you know, you're not really going to notice it on that scale, but it's. I don't want it to be like this weird straight line that you suddenly come across and there's like definite radiation. It's going to be this sort of nebulous thing where sometimes you'll be right on the edge, and yeah, and so sort of right in the center of the map, what I did was I added a special POI. This is that, so let's just make sure we get the exact number here if I can. And what I want to do is I want to add some wastelands kind of around this one building, because every time I watch someone play my mod, they kind of go straight for this building. They don't do it necessarily intentionally. It's just kind of what happens. And so I just want to put a bit of a buffer up so people don't quite run straight at it, you know? Divided by 2, and it's about 4,096. So if we find 4,096 by 4,096, 4,000, where are that? 4,000, up a little. So somewhere right about there is the middle. Now I actually wish I had a slightly different color here. I'm gonna actually go with this color, but I gotta find it again. So 4,080, 3,000. Sorry for the not talking. I'm just sort of looking right in this corner here. I don't know, about there. That's about where I want it, I think. And it's just, like I said, like it's kind of rough. So yeah, what I want here is to basically just have it. I think what I'm gonna do is kind of create like a sort of a cross shape, kind of like this. And then I would like to add some bombs that have gone off. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab, once again, oh, I could actually probably just use this one, but we're going to just crank this up to maybe, I don't know, 1,000? Let's just see how big that is. All right, well, that's not necessarily the best, but oh, and I should probably make some different layers here. So I'm gonna have to probably go back and change this map later on, but we're gonna call this bombs. And where the bombs went off, you know, it's gonna be like wasteland, you know, roughly something like that. And I kind of want it to be as if like 4 bombs maybe like merved this area and just sort of missed this chunk, you know? Doesn't have to be equal or anything. There was obviously a big bomb there. I don't know. Maybe it detonated at a different height or something. Who knows? Also, I don't necessarily know what the terrain is like because it's been a while since I've done this part of modding, and it's just there's lots of little things that I just happen to forget, and so this is one of those things. Oh, one of those things I wanted to do was load up my mod and start generating an 8K map, because what I'm going to do is generate the 8K map with the combo pack that I have, because I set that all up months ago, never did anything with it, and I want to just sort of do that. Now, I could learn nitrogen, and I was looking at it, and I'm like, oh yeah, that's pretty cool, pretty easy. But I did want to use the combo pack this time, and I have it set up in the game. So, yeah. Try to add map. A 19. So I'm just going to do that. We're going to find a random gen, do it on 8K. Oh. Okay. Okay. Well, that's annoying. I guess I'll have to rename it later then. What? I'd like it to just be like totally random. You don't need to do this territory. Okay, whatever. We'll do it this way. Adreden map. Spelled correctly even. We're just gonna do something like that. And I'm just gonna let this thing generate in the background, and whatever it throws at me, fantastic. Water. The water level is usually set by something, and so it's not entirely... I don't know. I guess we'll see how that turns out. We're gonna generate this world. It's just gonna do its thing in the background here. And hopefully that works well for us. So, and once that's all done, we'll kind of go back and restart it. Like, it'll be a map, and then we'll have to move it around and such. But then we'll take out the whatever generated biomap it has and replace it with the one that I'm creating right now. And that should work. And then before I release it, I guess what I'm gonna have to do is drop a biome in it in the world editor, which isn't too bad. I do forget how it's done, but I did make a video on it for everyone else that I can conveniently follow again and just learn from myself. So that shouldn't be too bad. Okay, so back over to GIMP. Now, these are huge areas, right? Like this is going to be enormous because this is an 8K map. So, I'm just gonna make a rough quarter map size. I just am curious to like think about how huge this would be, right? So if it's like this corner is like one Navezgane, I guess, yeah, I can just go like this, can't I? Move. We're just gonna move you up into a corner here. Like heck, even that section there, right? That's all of Navezgane, right? So these would be enormous bombs to have gone off. Not that I'm pretty sure there are bombs that big. So yeah, so as this thing in the background generates our world, because it takes a while to generate a world this big, so, and hopefully there's no errors. That's another thing, because I don't really want to release the mod with errors. I mean, it's not done, but it's, you know, I'd like it to have no errors at least. Okay, so yeah, we can kind of get the scale of all this. What I might also do is sort of take bits and pieces of the original one, maybe. Or I guess here's the one that is the original one. Like if we did this and kind of overlaid it as well, then, you know, we can kind of keep a little bit more of an interesting generated structure, maybe blend it with whatever this other one comes up as well, and then we'll have some much more interesting layers of noise or something as it was. Okay, anyway, so I guess what we'll do is we'll try to set a brush to about the approximate size here. Maybe 500 is going to be enough. I don't know. Boom, 500, and yeah, that might be a little thick for some places. I'm gonna go maybe 275. Woo! That's not right. 275. Yeah, that's, yeah, I think that's enough. Yeah, it's, you can make some chunks out of it, and yeah, that'll be good. Okay. Take that one out, and how do we want to do this? I don't know. I'm just gonna kind of throw something together maybe and just go with it. I don't think I want, I think what I might do is have like very little snow, and I can't tell where the high spots are in the game yet, so I'll have to possibly add that later in. I don't know. I'll probably work on that a bit more if Alpha 20 is, you know, interesting enough to do it. Add it on the height. I think nitrogen does that, and if I get a chance, I'll try to learn nitrogen. But it's just there's so much to do. One of the other things I've been up to is in Godot. I've been learning, making my vector field stuff work a bit more, and that's been fun-ish. It's frustrating also. But I mean, it's not entirely crazily exciting, but so far this is where we're at. And if you add a bunch of guys, I now have them rotating. Oh my god, rotating. Well, but the thing is, I've never really used quaternions for rotations. I've usually just used like the normal Euler angles. And they all, there's so much going on. My computer's generating a map and doing this, so it's a little chunky, but yeah, they now all turn correctly. And the reason I chose quaternions is because the game will be a 3D space, kind of like, not space, it's an underwater game, but it's going to be cubic volumes and stuff. And so by having a quaternion, I'm hoping to alleviate possible errors with the gimbal lock problems, but we'll see. You know, we'll see how it all goes. But yeah, all these guys just follow the vector field to the goal, which is the yellow cylinder right there. And they kind of get to the main cube, and we're hoping to have some different AI take over once they get close. But for distant creatures and stuff pathing to them, it's just going to use sort of a possibly this algorithm. We'll see how it all goes. We're going to play around with it for, I don't know, different scales and different, yeah, I don't know, just all the different aspects of the game. It's kind of hard to go into all the detail there, but anyhow, boom. That is one of the things that took me a lot of time to figure out, because I had to learn a lot about quaternions. And it's one of those things, like, you know, you're quite proficient at doing angles and vectors and stuff after you come out of high school, but if it's been too many years that you haven't actually been messing around with them, sometimes you forget little things, and they're just little things that were I questioned myself over and over about. I was just like, is this right or is that right? Like, why isn't this working and stuff? And I don't know, whatever. Eventually, I kind of figured it out. But okay, so yeah, back to this map here. I'm thinking I'm gonna squish this down a little bit. I don't like the size of these bombs. Once I've thinking about it, you know, like these are kind of actually kind of realistic sized bombs, but nuclear bomb blast zone sizes. I don't know what I'm gonna get here. Okay. So yeah, from like a 10 kiloton bomb, you'll get sort of these areas of destruction. You know, maybe a mile out from 10 kilotons, and I know there are bombs like quite high megaton range, right? It's kind of insane how big some of the bombs are. An 800 kiloton warhead will blast a nuclear firestorm covering yeah, like, let's just round it to the middle number here, 300-ish kilometers, which totally dwarfs all of this map. 8Ks across, like that's just a teeny little bit in here. Like, that's barely, I don't know, that. It's just like, there's no comparison. So I can make the bomb blasts really as big as I want, but I'm gonna make them a little bit smaller, just so that people kind of don't have to go through so much of the nasty zones, but I still want them to not just run for the center of the map. But we may also have to readjust the spawning zones, because sometimes they spawn you in places that are bad. I remember playing some Darkness Falls and basically just spawning in a wasteland, and it was terrible. I died a lot. I'm sure it was on stream at one point, so it's just like it was destructionating me. I'm gonna maybe shrink them by half, and we want to take off our selection zone. And I don't know, something like that. I don't feel like they need to be quite so huge. And yeah, this is still generating. It looks like it's generating towns now. So in the background, you kind of see what it's doing there. Yeah, something like that. What I might do is I might add a couple more smaller blasts and bomb, like, radiation zones around. But I'm just trying to get this kind of done. We probably wouldn't have forests in here, and really I think a good yeah, you know what, I'm gonna do it anyway, because it's I want to kind of stress the importance of having burnt forest, right? Like, I feel like this area here, well, let's not do it there. Let's do it above this layer, because what I want to do is essentially have like a blast zone that is burnt up around the forest. That's not, you know, that's not so bad. Bombs. Burnt forest. So this is just adding a little bit of burnt forest here around the edges, kind of just tracing that out so that yeah, it's like the blast zones burnt the forests up. Let's see here. If there's a forest along here, I don't know. Let's pretend it's like a river valley or something. I don't know. That's not gonna work. Zed. Let's add in a forest underneath the burnt forest. I think would be appropriate. Forest. We'll put it underneath, and then we're gonna go this guy. That's the forest color, and I don't know. I'm just gonna create a meandering kind of river basin here. Gotta like select the correct level here, which is this one, and bombs edges could be on top, you know. I think maybe we'll do that. I gotta move this. Let's go and take our magic selection tool. Good. Gonna cut that out of there and bring it down to the forest level. Paint that back in, and then we're gonna paint merge down. We're gonna paint this in, kind of like this. Like I said, some kind of big meandering river-ish thing coming through here, right? Then we're just gonna kind of expand it. I don't know, you can kind of think of like, you know, the Nile River and how that kind of meanders, and river valleys tend to have these exaggerated curves and stuff for their where they've been eroded and stuff, and kind of like valleys and stuff. But I don't expect the map that being generated in the background to be correct, so you know, kind of that. We'll see how that all goes. I'm gonna just sort of bring these out a bit more. All right, so we have that, and what else we have? We have snow, desert, which most of this is going to be desert. I don't know why. I just put desert as the primary background area for now. Yeah, and then maybe I'll just sort of expand this out a little bit more, and I don't know, put in some like tributaries and stuff to this river, where it maybe comes from and such, from different places. We don't really know, but that kind of breaks up the desert a lot more. And then, you know, we can add in like little pockets and stuff of forest. It should be pretty big though. I don't know, something like these. This would be great if I could overlay the map for the height, because then I could match this a little bit better, but it's not really the thing to do right now. Okay, anyway, so we got that. I'm gonna add a couple more bomb blasts in, maybe, and I think I'm just gonna kind of call it like that and see what I get. I don't know. Yeah, and we're still generating stuff in the background, as you can see. Still doing different cities and such, so it's just what it's doing. Also, guys, if you are enjoying the stream, hit the like button. It lets me know you guys like this content. This isn't going to be all the modding that I do. I'm probably, if I get this done, I wouldn't mind doing a small mini series um, as I kind of release this to kind of go along with it. Just that way, you know, there's stuff for people to watch and such. Alrighty, so we're just gonna maybe do some of that there. That's gonna be burnt because, yeah, it's gonna get toasty. We add some blocks of burnt forest and stuff around. Just randomly, because, you know, you are gonna have random fires every now and then and have sort of different biomes and stuff around. So, might also... Yeah, see, it's kind of weird, the whole, like... The desert is one type of thing, right? But then the wasteland is kind of like it's got lots of trees and stuff in it, and it's kind of jarring to my brain. I don't know, whatever. I'm not gonna stress about it too much, to be honest, right now. It's just not worth my time. All right, let's put in a couple more bomb blasts randomly all over the place, as if this area has had quite a battle. Just random chunks of wasteland everywhere. Break things up. I don't know what this is going to look like. I may decide to choose something different, but I can't really do too many options because I need to make sure that it's either a pixel of one thing or the other. It can't be like a miniature of anything. Like it can't have a variation of anything. So a lot of these brushes here are out, and it's a bit unfortunate. And if I had more time, I probably would program a brush for this, but I don't have the time to devote to that also. So I don't know. Maybe I'll ping Captain Crunch at some point to see if he can make me a map, because he's a map maker. He's good at it. And so it would probably be the best way to do it. You know what? I think this is good for now. We'll just kind of see what it looks like. It may be garbage. It may be good. We'll see. Yeah, it depends on what else this world generation gets me here. It's generating wilderness POIs, so it's kind of getting done, but that's all right. Okay, we're gonna minimize that because we don't really want it messing up our map as we finish it. All the different biomes are in, except for the mountains, but I'm not really going to add the mountains, like I said. I might do this, but snowy, we're just going to add that in there, but I'm not actually going to use it for now. I might use it in a different version, like in Alpha 20. I don't know. We'll see. Save as. Biome test. Done. I don't know. Whatever. Save, please. File. Export as. Yep, a PNG. Should be good. Boom. Great, and I can get back to my palette. It's right there. Good. We can go to this one, that one. Fantastic. Okay. So that is basically what I'm going to try for that. If you don't really know what kind of I'm doing there, it's a bit. Let me see here. What can I do to? Nope. Is this one? Yeah, we'll use this. We'll use this explorer here. If we go to 7 Days to Die, not that guy. 7 Days to Die. Data, worlds, like every map that's generated has some different data created, right? Now, some of these I do know of a way to open them, but it's kind of tricky. And I need to rewatch some stuff from Guppy to figure this out. But in essence, what it is yeah, you know, we got this part here, this PNG, and I'm basically just rewriting that for my own whatever, and hoping that that works well. Okay, and you can add radiation zones and stuff. And I'm, you know, if you have something like nitrogen, then it will kind of make sure all the stuff fits correctly. But I am not doing that for this map. Don't have the time. Some of the things we might edit are the prefabs. Not this one, obviously, but you know, we would go like to the bottom, add in the prefabs that I want, which are very specific, and put them in the places they need to be, and that would be fantastic. That'll be what we do. But yeah, we are not doing that right now. So, exiting thread, random world generation. Marvelous. So now it's writing the train to those files. I guess that'll be in Adreden. So we want to go common, this one, data, worlds. It might actually not be here though. It could be in the primary place where it keeps all this stuff, which is app data local. That doesn't seem right. Must be roaming. Yeah, there it is. 7 days to die. And see, it's writing all the different types of things, right? The train, the biomes, the radiation. The radiation one, I don't know why. I don't know why you would do that. They're all the same. They're all just like stupid little squares. I mean, I guess maybe they hope one day to have something good. I find that sometimes I've had a lot of cool things they've just like slowly dialed back on. No more comment on that. Anyway, generated worlds. I don't know what world this is going to be. Hopefully it's Barona Valley, so it'd be this guy. So at some point, this one here is going to be done. That's that. Okay, I'm gonna go get some tea. I'll be right back. I just need to pour it and I'll be coming back. So I'm gonna mute my mic. Okay, back. Yeah, so yeah, in 7 days to die, if we go. I'm just searching for Guppy Kerr's channel. Boom. So Guppy is a pretty big modder, and he's also the owner of the Guppy Kerr server, which has got lots and lots of the modders and stuff on it from English-speaking areas. So, and that's where, like, you know, we get lots of help there from Zith and Spheri, which is great because they are so knowledgeable. It's so amazing at modding that it's great. Okay. Yeah, so somewhere he has stuff about creating maps and stuff. I don't know where they are exactly, but they're somewhere in here. Control F, map. Okay, yeah, I guess, I don't know. I'll search through this kind of on my own time because that's sort of more. So he's got so much stuff. that is probably not showing up. Here we go. Okay, now type in map. Kind of the problem with this stuff here. Okay, yeah, so there's one there. Mod DMT, vehicles and map demo. Editing maps, this is probably the most useful one, I think. You know, I'm not going to watch his content on yours, but if you do want to learn how to modify maps and stuff, going over to his stuff and looking at that stuff is great, because he's figured out a lot of that stuff. But I mean, there are other people that are definitely good at map making. Sloan is good for lots of big POIs and stuff, and I think he can make some pretty good maps. The guys who did Nitrogen are also good. Democles, that would be. And then there's also, isn't there another map maker? KingGen? I don't know, maybe. I've been kind of a little bit out of the modding scene a bit lately, so but yeah, anyway. And so yeah, and Captain Crunch, of course, has his own server. And so yeah, I might have to go talk to him about making a map. Yeah, it's kind of unfortunate that I can't use the same map, because sometimes TFP changes stuff, like sizes of plots, sizes of different things, and so it's a little bit of a crapshoot, and it probably just won't work. So that's the basics of that. Yeah, I'll just close that. Yeah, so great. Boom. I forgot how to make this map editor do stuff. Alright, so what it's done is it's sort of just given us a few different random biomes along the edges, lots of stuff in the middle. Yeah, what can I say about it? It's a map. Anyway, at some point, yeah, what I might do is take the height map and create a, I guess what I might do is create a mask layer, but do a threshold. And then because it has a threshold, then anything that's at a certain height will just be snow capped. Yeah, it'd be a quick edit to do it that way if I use a threshold. That way, yeah, we can just snow cap tall mountains and call it a day. Because, to be honest, I'm not really much of a fan. Like, you know, it's weird. Like, I think there's this uncanny valley for other things other than just human faces, and I don't really know how. I don't have a good way to describe it, but it's just like there's some things that in games, once they start getting to certain points of reality, it just starts bugging me more about what's in them and how they seem, you know? It's like Minecraft is totally cartoony, blocky. You can do all kinds of stuff. You can have a desert inside of a snow biome, you know, or whatever. It really doesn't matter. But it starts to bug me on more and more realistic games. And 7 Days to Die is becoming more and more realistic because they're just trying to get better and better graphics. And it just irks me that you can have like hot burning desert beside a, you know, a snow biome. It just kind of, I don't know, it doesn't do it for me. Valheim doesn't do it that way. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, so regardless, what I'm gonna do now is go back, and if we wanted to start a game, we can use this valley. ADE A19, right? We could start a game like this, just go with that. But what I gotta do first is I gotta change that file. So, generated worlds. We gotta go in here. And I think what I'm gonna do is just suck that sucker right out. Go over to my mod and go to data and worlds. And we're just gonna put it right there. Put this guy here. And, well, no, you know what? I'm just gonna go directly to the other one, which is in here. Drive, and new world mode, and that guy. Copy. Back a few times, and we are here. Boom. I think what I'm gonna do is go in here and just take this guy out. Now this is called biomes. No capitalization, no other spaces. And I'm gonna just stick it somewhere else for now in like mods not loaded. This doesn't do anything, doesn't go anywhere, but I know where it is if I ever do want that one back. And I don't know, we'll see. Maybe I'll try to blend the two files together. I don't know, we'll see. Okay. I do have an idea for doing a dithered pattern, but it would kind of take a while, possibly, because I just honestly don't know if it's worth it. Data, worlds, and we're gonna just take out all that. Boom. Throw that in there. Bam. Now, one of the things to do in the game, I don't think I'm going to do it tonight, but one of the things you can do is you can go into World Editor. Actually, let's go into World Editor. Let's go into World Editor. I'm not going to actually do the change I want to do, but what I am going to do is that going to work? No, load world, this guy. Yeah, whatever, just go. We're gonna make sure there's no bugs or errors going on in here. Yeah, and we'll just fly around the world and see what it looks like. I don't know. Maybe it'll be okay. Maybe it'll suck. In here, though, this is one of the tools you can use to bring in things for the game, like POIs and such. Now, one of the things you used to be able to do was just as you're playing a game in a game, you could actually bring a POI in if you knew the right magical way to do it. I did figure that out, but then TFP took it out. So I don't know. That was annoying, but like a couple weeks of learning how to do it. Testing everything, and then they just get rid of it. Yeah, it was a good feature because I used it multiple times to bring in bases that I was going to test, so I could show people various, mechanics and bring in POIs to play with. But there are other ways to do it. It's not quite as convenient as it once was. Tea. Yeah, so that's basically that. Just wait for this thing to load. I'll just take a quick look at Reddit, see about this. Woo. Fun. Somebody just shot a missile from their vehicle and it turned back and just shot them. That's fun. I'm going to bookmark that because I want to look at that later. Yeah, I still play a little bit of Starbase, not nearly as much. Because yeah, I'm just sort of doing a slow build up on that game because it takes so much time. I just don't want to invest all that time in that game. It's too much. Too much to do a ton of investment. Uh-oh. $15 wood fen brick X failed. Okay. Couldn't tell you what that is, but I will keep that off to the side. I don't know if it's a problem. I will fix it before I do release the mod, though, because Whatever. Loading prefab. Oh, it's a prefab. Okay. Fen brick X block. Okay. Okay, so this is one of the things that I was a little bit concerned about, was that you might spawn right in one of these bad zones, right? That might not be so bad. You know, if we were to go out this way, it looks like this is a bit of that forest, so that's good. Yeah. Okay, cool. So this is one of those little areas that have been hit by a mini bomb, I guess, right there. You know, because I've never tested it, is there a command, 7 days to die commands, that reveals the map? I mean, maybe. There is in a lot of games, but it'd be nice if there wasn't for this one too. F. Map. Static map. Switches the Naviskine map between static and dynamic. Oh, that's not useful. Yoink. Let's bring this over here. Don't. Nope. I didn't want to click on the frickin' ad. Just screw off, please. F. Map. Local site map. Global site map. Okay. Not what I want. Show normals. Static map. I guess there's not a show map. I don't know. I'll take a look more later on. Welcome to the stream. You can feel free to lurk if you want. I'm just sort of modding, making an attempt. Oof, I hate that. I really, it irks me so much. The biome lighting, you're like, cross over this magical boundary and now I can see everything. It's just like, what? Whatever. Okay, we're just going to do some teleportation around. A little bit better. So, yeah, this is kind of cool. We've got this in here. It could be nice to lay down a river. Like, how would I do that? I guess I would take the height map and just, like, carve a little line through it. And that would effectively make it a little bit nicer. This here is going to be like a strange radiation zone. I guess maybe the water is radioactive out here. The ocean is radioactive. And so it poisoned the land? I don't know. Okay. Am I back inland here? Okay. Alright, and so we have some watery zones. I don't really think that these little mini wastelands look too bad. It's okay, I guess. There should be some mini forest chunks too somewhere, because I did splotch them around. Yeah, there's one. I want to go around that zone there. I just wanted to see kind of what that was like. You know, kind of be like a mini oasis or something. Of course, it doesn't match the terrain. And it could be nice if you were running through the map and you just suddenly come across an area like that. That could be good. So one of the things to test also would be to see how, excuse me, how probably southeast. Yeah, somewhere this way. Yeah, I don't know. Sorry, my mind has just got too many thoughts going on here. I really want to find the center of this map just to see what it looks like. This is probably one of those burnt zones here. There's the river. Okay, which has got some burnt forest lining the bomb destruction zone in the river valley. Okay, so that seems pretty good. And then we just kind of go through here, hopefully somewhere to the center. This should keep players from immediately heading towards the center, considering how bad and mean some of the bad guys are in here. Like some of the guppy hellhounds and stuff are just sort of like a little bit evil. I think I need to go this way. That way we can see what the center looks like. It should be a bit of burnt forest, and then a forest in the center. And then that will hopefully let us put the Vanguard Biologics facility in the center of the map. And then, oh, and then I need to put in a couple of modified red mesas, because those have some special treats in them. Yeah, we'll just call them special treats. Oh, this way. That way. This should lead to the center. Basically, the idea here is that there's 4 big bombs that kind of hit in a pattern that basically cut off the center of the map. And yeah, there we go. So, of course, the bombs, you can see kind of here. In real life, this would look probably a lot different. This would where the dithering actually would kind of be nice, because you could have like chunks that are, you know, a little more jaggedy, and you know, some good trees in here and some burnt trees out here, right? It would just kind of make it look a little nicer, but we won't worry about that for now. Now it's a little unfortunate how shall we say unflat unflat this is, but if I put the Vanguard Biologic Facility in the center somewhere, I think it will level off the ground to a degree. This is kind of interesting that there's this big town here. It's kind of good. This is partly what I wanted, was there to be like a big town or something that the bombs were supposed to kind of have targeted, you know? That's sort of the logic behind it there versus yeah, great. So there's some other stuff there. Versus it just kind of being like random places that have been destroyed. Yeah, I think that works all right. I don't know. I'll release it just as is probably, and then, you know, just put those other biomes in it, or other POIs in it, and go from there. Let me see here. Let's see. Now, the center of this is about this lake. Now, this facility is pretty big, so I don't quite know. Now, how the hell do I do this again? It's, is it this? Okay, we have the red mesa, red mesa, red mesa, red mesa, red mesa. Okay, so this is good. There's a number of these guys in here. Okay, so we have a teleport to POI. Okay, sorry, yeah, this has been a while since I haven't really actually even done much in Alpha 19, relatively, compared to other alphas. Yes, here it is. Prefabs. Yeah, so this is the one that seems to be broken, is this Fen Brick X. I'm gonna have to find that and find it. Oh, hey! Is it Guns and Metal Gaming? How's it going? Is that you? I just realized how much I hate earbuds. Yeah, I would agree with you, sir. I am having trouble with earbuds myself in the last month. I used to have some really nice Bluetooth one that wrapped around my ear. But then the buttons all went crazy, and now it skips forward and back and on and off all the freaking time. It's super annoying. My Raycons are nice, but not perfect. They fall out of your ears pretty easy. Yeah, I totally get it. I totally feel ya. Earbuds can be really freaking annoying. Oh, it's Worf. Nice. Cool. I thought you might be some other one, but okay, yes. Okay, right. That's your new channel. Cool. Yeah, Worf. I'm just making a map for my mod, which I think is kind of in the state it was before in Alpha 19. It's not perfect, but it's not like I'm not gonna finish up all these things. I mean, I don't know. I might do a little bit of something in here, but I think what I might do actually is break all these guys out, and all this stuff, this bioengineering, neural engineering stuff, I might have these separate skills. Like these respirocytes, I believe those are all done in the respirocyte mod. And so what I might do is break all this stuff out and just make it so that it's not here, but it could be. You know, that way people aren't looking for this stuff. I don't know. This should work. These work. They just need icons, I guess. Which isn't too bad. I don't know. We'll see. No point at this rate with Alpha 20 right around the corner. No. There's a point. The point is to work out a couple more bugs. That's pretty much it. Get it in just a slight bit of a better state before Alpha 20. That way, when Alpha 20 comes around, it's just that little bit more done, you know? Like if I make some more icons, right? I could do one of these every day and it would take me maybe 15 minutes or less. And it would just be, you know, a little bit of something done every day. That's how it just kind of goes, eh? Or just put it in its own section separate from the skills and stuff. Yeah, well, the problem is that with these guys, like, ideally they would go in character, right? But the way that 7 Days is set up is that it's not like you can... I don't think there's a way for you to have a way to view this without a lot of extra work. Like, in Cyberpunk 2077 and Deus Ex and other things, there are like special screens where you go to and you can like see the modifications you have. Whereas in this, there really isn't a place for that. This is like the best kind of place there is, I think, you know? You got a mixer/podcast recently. Neato. Which one? Or Worf is saying been having sound issues trying to set it up right. Yeah. Yeah, sometimes getting sound right, it does take some time. I think I'm still a bit off on this one. I think one of these times someone said that my voice was too quiet, and I really do need to actually just reposition this entire microphone system. Yeah, I should do that one of these days. Tilt it, backing up. Quite the hassle. Anyhow, yeah, that's pretty much that. Yeah, so if I go into here, and I go, no, here. That, boom, and, load the clipboard. Great. Now, if I recall right, everything loads in towards the northeast. I could be wrong. I want to pick kind of a lowish point. So I don't have to save this. You know, it's not that that's a wrong idea. We could just go. How do I? Yeah, there, like that. That. Paste. This is how big this particular POI is. It is large. So, shoot, let's see, is it G? G, move it down like that. This is not gonna work well. I think what's gonna happen, I don't know, we'll see though, we'll see. Is that the water is going to be a problem. Like it's gonna cause it to go into the water. Which is a bit of a bugger. And we're gonna have weird puddles on the side that don't quite work right, but there really isn't a better choice. It's just a matter of sort of getting it sort of half and half, I guess. Hold please, sound check. Yeah. So anyways, I think what's gonna happen is it's gonna collapse into the water, but you can always just see. It's a big POI, so what I've done is I just hit Control V. Maybe it'll paste it in. I don't know. So that we actually have a view of it. We'll see. Oh, man. Okay, so this is good-ish. It shows that the filler actually has filled up a bunch of the area. So that is good. I have a big sneeze coming on. 1 second. Okay, back. But I do not know. Ah, see. Problems. Vertex count out of bounds. Okay. Ooh, what is this? Oh yeah, I don't know. So I might have to try to figure this out on my own, because I've never had it come in so poorly before. It might continue to try to load. I don't know. Most of this area seems okay. This seems to be all right-ish. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And then all of a sudden it's just like, and we just have an open floor plan design going on now. We got the operating suite here. I'd love to change this guy to be a sleeping behemoth, but I don't think that's going to happen yet. I don't have time nor the specific knowledge yet to do that. Someone might have made new sleeper blocks. I don't know. And then this area is probably okay. It is, and it isn't. Because it is not. The front half of this office is missing. Okay. There's reception right here. And yeah, they're just hanging out. Okay. Yeah, okay. What I might also be able to do is take, like, height reading at, you know, something like this height. Oh, I see what's also going on. Let's also change the resolution here, because we don't need it at frickin' 4K on my end here. It doesn't really make a difference to what you guys see. For the most part, and it probably will stream a heck of a lot smoother. Yeah, okay. Okay, well, yeah, this area is something that I'm going to have to work on. This is sort of just the main feature of the map, right? And people would often just rush towards the center of the map. I don't know why or how. I guess they would just, because it's a huge POI, they would see it in the distance and then end up heading right for it. Which ended up, you know, me getting, I don't know. What happens if I control V again? It hates it. It hates it. Okay, good. Wonderful. Yeah, and then they would just run to it and see, which is kind of good, but, you know, also on the other hand, it's like, yeah, you need to, you shouldn't be heading there first, ideally. Though, most people seem to do okay on day one, trying to get it. I think in the last version, I ended up putting it in a town in the wasteland, rather than in the center. Well, it's trying to load it. Don't know how to fix this. I will have to talk to the other modders that I know and see what advice they have, because I'm going to take a screenshot like that. We're going to hit that so we can come back to it. Yeah, and what I might do is just start a small game right now for the next 15-20 minutes, just with the mod without this, because this is not entirely required. Yeah, and we'll see. We'll see about getting this in there or something else, you know? Okay, I don't want to save it. I'm just going to exit. And I should be able just to go new game, that, start. And this should be okay, minus that one POI, which apparently I need to fix. So, yeah, what else is new and different? DBAT is working on merging our projects together so that we can figure out how to work on them a little bit better, which is the pelagic one. And where are they? It's one of the inventory ones that we were going to have here, I guess. Not mine, but a different one. And I might start doing, because I'm not 100% certain, I'm going to be working a little bit, I think, on movement with bones. I got a project for that, for my own game, right? This is what I'm talking about. When I talk about Godot, if you're following the channel, this is what I'm talking about. This is a game that we're working on. And, yeah, and maybe go back into the shaders. Uh-oh. Run! My mod starts off pretty intense. Okay, we need to just get our stuff going here. Oh, come on. Sticks. Fantastic. Okay. Just try not to die. There's a dog there, so let's not go that direction. We're gonna just try to stay kind of close. This is a pretty good starting position, whatever this is. I'm not seeing any stones yet, but I am kind of just running around pretty quick. Let me see. Probably a spear is a good choice. Crap. Oh, you know, we can just build a wooden club. Because, yeah, why not? Why do I have this friggin' stuff? Get out of my inventory. That'd be cheating. So, what do we have here? Man, look at all those crawlers. This is just burnt biome. Man, I actually do like the burnt biome. I mean, I wish there was 2 burnt biomes. I really liked Haida's burnt biome in Alpha 16, I think it was. He had this really good one where he used the texture of the ground from like that. Or maybe it's the plains or something. And crap, dog, get away from that. And this is strange. Okay. There's something wrong because I should have started with like a lot of stuff, which includes my respirocytes. So I'm just going to essentially pause the game as I just grab a couple things that it should normally spawn in, but they don't seem like they have. Respirocytes, we want the mini one. And we want, I don't know. Is there a quest that I made? There is. Yeah, that's the one. Normally I give a couple of things to the player. One of them is the respirocytes, which, you know, helps you with not dying in certain mods. Or certain alphas, like Alpha 17, which was brutal on... They're surrounding me! This feels more like a zombie apocalypse, where there's lots of zombies around. Gotta be careful. I was going into a house earlier today in the game, and there was a bunch of like basically ferals and one radioactive zombie. It's like, how the heck does this happen so early in the game? It's brutal. But yeah, it's good stuff. I liked it. All right, I'm gonna go this way. Oh, why are those two fighting? I don't know. Maybe the one is a bandit? Or maybe there's a bandit there? Yeah, I don't know. One of the things I thought about today too, and let me know you guys' thoughts on this, is I was thinking about removing the Newbie coat, right? This is the coat that essentially, like, right now I'm naked. And it doesn't really, none of the weather really affects me. Now, it's kind of brutal to do what I'm thinking here, which is just remove it out of the game. Not remove it out of the game, per se, but take it out, so that, you know, the player just has to kind of get protected as quick as possible. Ah, good. A stone, that's nice. The cotton is nice. We'll wear that immediately. Hey there, Arlene. Oh, you're a controlled one. Great. I thought I saw more cotton around here, but I guess I'm wrong. Oh yeah, and then we also have to check this quest here, which I guess is going to change this, but yeah, the idea is that when the bombs fell, they missed the cloning facility, which is why it's sort of the center of those 4 bombs. That's sort of my original concept back in the day. Anyways, I asked myself to go and stop the AI core, and that's the gist of it. Now that's why the official map will be one that is like, I don't know, the main one, because I don't want more than one of them spawning in. Nope. Not going that way. No, sirree. That is not a marshmallow. Okay. Yeah, so this mod is more so for like more hardcore players. It's not gonna be easier than anything. It's probably gonna be difficult. I mean, like the last time I played, I had a broken leg within the first, I don't know, couple of minutes. I think the first 5 minutes I played, I had a broken leg, and then I was kind of screwed. Yeah. But yeah, I'm gonna just... No! No! Fuck. That dog will not stop either, I don't think. They're kind of frickin' relentless. It'd be cool if they had extra smell, too. But I like the idea of feral dogs being around. Yes, another stone. Think I may have lost that? Nope. As long as I don't run into a bear. Up, yo. Okay, stone axe. So yeah, the crafting should work. Like learn by crafting. So as you craft, you will learn to make better things. Ideally. Okay, we gotta use this on a rock so that we can top up ourselves. And then that'll be good. I want to get these cottons so that I can make myself some bandages and such. Am I actually spawned in the center of this friggin' map? I recognize this, I think, because I was just here. Okay. Yeah, definitely gotta adjust the, Oh! It's a little pug! Darn you, little pug! I'm sorry, little cute guy, but you're gonna wreck me if I don't take you out. And that's terrifying. I don't know how you can do that. Okay. Well, pugs are evil in this game. We now know that. They're wee and they're hard to kill. Okay, I really need a stone spear, so we're gonna craft that guy out. You know, one of the things I definitely was looking for the last time I was playing this was the sticks that I had added to the game, and I'm not really seeing them. There hasn't really been a lot of them, which, I don't know if I did that on purpose or not. I could see doing it on purpose. Oh man, if I'm stuck in the middle, this is gonna be like brutal. It's like I am surrounded by essentially... Oh no. You know, the worst biomes. And no towns. Okay. You, recipe, cloth, go. Yeah, I gotta, get out of here. Baking soda and duct tape. Yeah, I'm gonna try to run through this whole thing and just see how this goes. I can see it getting bad. There's a dire wolf. And another wolf. That was a mine that I think I just passed, maybe? Now it's gonna get even worse because we're going into the biome of doom, the wasteland. And in the wasteland, well, the worst creatures spawn in, like that bear. And not just dogs and wolves, but spiders and vultures, which I can hear behind me, and nasty dogs of doom. Okay. I like this thing. It kind of looks like a natural river. This is kind of cool. A melee plank. Nice. Backpack. Beautiful little flashlight. Okay. I'd like to check out where I'm at, but okay. I've turned myself almost right around. I'm probably going to step on a landmine. I'm not really paying that much attention, but that's okay. I really do got to get out of this center area, though. And I gotta have to change the spawn location, because I can't be putting players right in the center. Yeah, no. We don't want that creature to sting us either. They are particularly nasty. Oh, I wonder if I can put in Guppy's, dang birds! As Cap would say. Oh, there's 2 of them. 3 of them. This biome is designed to keep people away from the center, that's for sure. Shush! I'm just going in circles. I'm pretty sure. No, I guess I'm not. Oh, damn. Ah, Jesus. Should be headed west, I think. There's my alarm. Says, go to bed. Ow! Yeah. I can see how, though, it would be kind of annoying having this destroy the cloning facility up in the top corner all the time. I don't know if that was so prominent in previous alphas. I mean, it's a constant reminder of what you should do, and if you can't ever do it, that would be a problem. What am I gonna do about that? I don't know. But oh, there's one of those lizard guys. There's somebody right behind me. Bird. I don't really have time to look at the map. Oh, dang. Now we're dead. If that dog is after me, I am kaput. Oh, bear! Okay. We're almost out here. Crawler, that's fine. Okay, I really gotta catch my breath. That's another crawler. We just got to make it up here real quick. Yeah, all right. Making it through. Yeah, maybe what I'll do is I'll find the general radius of the bomb blasts and the forest fires around them. And then we will take all that into account and just assign some new spawning zones that are not in those. And that'll be that. If we head this way, we should be able to get out of this biome quickish. Because I don't think these are that wide, really. The wolf onto my right-hand side. Okay. Just take it a little easy for a moment. Okay. Almost out of this terrible biome. Yeah, one of the things that I really wanted to do, and still haven't, I started, just I don't have the time, is take all these, change the emission maps, and re-import them without fire, without lighting, because it bugs me that they stay lit for, you know, a long time. I'd rather have this biome be highly dynamic and change to a more sort of new growth forest kind of thing. There we go. Okay. So it is technically possible for a day one player to head through that and find the cloning facility, but I mean, I think a day one player probably won't go into the oh, I didn't even make it out. I'm stuck in the middle. Stuck in the middle with these bombs. Okay, let's pick a direction and just go that direction. Be like going northeast, we'd at least find a city, which isn't better per se, because I think there's special spawning rules that I put in for cities that mean that you will have extra good times. That sounds like a wolf behind me. Again, this is pretty much the safest biome, like normal, right? Okay, we're gonna put the melee plank down there. We have a few of those. We have no bandages. We can craft some. If we quickly go here, recipes, bandages, 1, 2, 3, 4, and craft the bandana, just because it's the only thing I can do. I can craft other things, but I don't have the time. Okay, so we're gonna head north, northeast-ish, and we'll be fine. At least until we get to the city. There's no real advantage to killing zombies in my mod, per se, which I don't know. I've kind of like, that's like the one of the problems, right? Like, is that you get all these like juicy rewards by games by doing certain things like killing zombies and stuff, but in my mod you don't so much get those kinds of rewards, like those little ding, I defeated a zombie kind of thing, or whatnot. They're just little tricks developers use to make you enjoy the game a bit more, right? You're like, oh, I'm getting XP, this is good. There's nothing necessarily wrong with it. Valheim doesn't exactly do that, but it does give you a certain amount of XP, I guess. For, you know, it does make your levels work better, and it prevents the bad guys from destroying your base. So, I mean, there is that whole aspect of it, but stone, great. Anyway, there's more random thoughts on game development stuff. I have one of those. I don't have one of those. You. Where? Bandages go there, like that. And yeah. Pick up that rock. And we're gonna head to that town. I don't know. We'll see. Battery. Yeah, there's some things like the noisemakers and stuff that I am going to have to work on at some point, but I'm not overly concerned about it. Alright, if I keep heading northwest, I should be okay. Alrighty. Things are spawning in, you can tell. I am probably going to have to just run right through here. Because of birds. And I think I have to turn off the trader protection, because there's kind of a thing with that that's, you know, it's quite easy just to hang out in their bases. This is kind of cool. Doesn't seem to be any water. Oh no! No, we're just gonna keep running. Terror bird behind us. At least until we run into some nasty dog creatures. This area worked out pretty nice. I think I like this. I mean, it's got some of the good POIs. Oh yeah, good. That's a good one. Glad this guy's standing guard. Cool. Yeah, this is not too bad. Yeah, so just a few things that I'm gonna have to take a look at. I'll probably end this pretty quick. I'm just gonna try to get out of this biome, to be honest. It's just... Oh, it kept my map from this, from the time I was actually spent looking around the world in the editor. Okay. It's a little bit weird. Okay. Cool. Yeah, I mean, I think this is a pretty decent sized city for the players to hang around in if they come towards the center. I wouldn't recommend it, but hey. Yeah, and I don't really know what it would be like at this stage anyway to feel like... Okay, dog that way, so we're gonna go this way a little. You know, what the game would be like. There's a lizard guy. I mean, obviously you don't want to be in here at night. That won't be pleasant. And with the birds, that's bad news. Yeah. If I had more time or help with this mod, because, like, there's so many things I want to add, but I just don't have the time to learn that and do my own game. But that's fine. Okay. Almost out to safety. And close, close, close. There's a road. I'm just gonna keep heading. What the freaking? Oh no, 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 no. We want to head this way, mostly north. Kind of went the wrong direction. I guess it's because when I get a dog in my path, I don't correct in like 10 seconds or something. Okay, I gotta remember to do that. I assume there's a bird on my tail, but you never know. This is kind of interesting to me because it's like a test of what it's like on day one to just see like how deadly the area is. Ooh, a second town right on the edge. Nice. With a trader? Nice. Blunt weapon level increase. Beautiful. It's enough out of you. You know, I'm pretty happy, I think, with the way this map turned out. Like, it doesn't feel too weird. Which is good. And I think, yeah, I think I have some simple ways to do some sort of dithering-ish thing. Thincus Pimpinelli. Good, good, good. I don't know where I would stay in this particular one. And what I might try to do is try to get that last little thing in here. Because, you know, I think the mod is kind of ready for, like, it out there. And yeah, sure, I know Alpha 20 is right around the corner, but, you know, people are still burnt out from not having new content, so... Not that all of this is new or anything, but it's just a different flavor of 7 days. And I know someone was trying to install my mod in Alpha 19, and there wasn't an Alpha 19 version just a couple days ago, so it just tells me that there's demand for it, so at least some people are interested. And you never know, the Fun Pimps might delay again and be like January before anything comes out. I don't know. I don't think anybody would really be surprised by that either. Junkyard. Junkyard's a good place to set up a base. It seems like it's also kind of in the middle of this town, approximately. What is that? That's a wandering trader, isn't it? Crap. Oh, hey. Ooh. In there. What is this guy?
Hello, traveler.
Hi. There's a spider outside. Sorry. He's right here. Do you have a second way out? Do you have a back door? There's a zombie over there. Okay. I guess we'll just let them in. Okay. Oh. They're gonna fight first. It's a show. It's a show before I get to go. I think the spider's winning. Woo! Yeah. Okay, spear. I think worked best on these guys. No! Ah! Ow! He's probably stuck in there. Yeah, I think I could actually have a little bit of fun in this mod. I think I would actually like playing my own mod, which maybe says something. I don't know. I would hope that you have fun playing your own mod, right? Yeah, another reason I want dithering too is, I mean, maybe not now. I'll worry about it in another mod, another version. But, like, you know, you get out here. Have you ever been, like, on the edge of, I don't know, a deserty area, an arid area in the middle of summer? Like, there's a good blending area between, like, nasty areas like this and that. There's things that go on. I don't know. It's much more interesting. I don't know. I keep saying that. I don't know. It's the way it is. Okay. Yeah. So this is pretty good. I think I may just call this one here. Maybe it spawned me in the center because that's where I was in the map. I'll take a look at the spawning areas. Let's do that real quick, just out of curiosity. I'm gonna just call this here. We're gonna end the stream in a few minutes. Remember, guys, do hit the like button if you are enjoying it. It helps the channel out a lot. And hit the subscribe button if you want to stay informed with more of this stuff. I need to really build back my viewership and stuff. So, yeah, it does help quite a bit. Okay, yeah, I don't think this is what we want. Yeah, whatever. Back, exit. Exit. Thank you. Go back to here. Go to nope. We do actually want to be in there. We want to be in here. And you want to look up spawn points because this is what will tell you roughly, you know, where the players will spawn. It doesn't really look all that promising for them. Let's take a real quick look at this. No, that's the wrong one. Let's open up the other one. File. Open recent. This guy. And you. Yeah, so if we're looking at these things here, we probably need to move this here and grab this, undo that, move this over here. What I'll do is go to layers and just create a brand new layer. Just don't do anything if it happens. Yeah, what I might actually do is flip this. All right, so I guess what I would need to kind of do is figure out from here, like, because each one of these pixels is a meter, right? So if you start off around 4,000, whatever, 42, you know, going up, this is about almost 2 kilometers, maybe? Yeah, it's roughly like 2 kilometers. So I think the vast majority of all of these will land in this biome, which isn't ideal. I might write a small script that just like adds a certain amount to them. If it were to, let's see, the smallest ones are, what's the smallest number? Oh, that's gross. The of heights associated with them. Oh, dang. That's not good. That's not good at all. Hmm. How to solve that quickly and efficiently. I don't know. I liked the size of this as it was. It felt nice. So, what I'll have to do... Huh. That's tough because, like, when you have the height map, then you could adjust it to that value for this so that you're probably on the ground wherever it happens. But then you kind of need to get, like, nearly perfect. Because you don't want to be spawning someone out here instead, but, you know, 10 blocks above the ground, because as soon as they spawn in, they're going to fall and break their ankle, which isn't a good thing. So, I will have to let that percolate in the back of my brain. Maybe there's a different way to move spawning points. I'll have to ask some people. Okay, well, that's all right. Let me see. I'm gonna just add to my notes of the things I need to figure out at some point. Let's see. We have to figure out why Vanguard Biologics building not spawning in right. Spawn locations and how to adjust them easily. Easily is the key word there because I don't want to have to. It's just like, oh gosh. Like, yeah, it could be pretty doable to, like, write a program. I don't know, C#, Java, Python, load in the PNGs and this data, display it all. Like, that's a lot of coding. It's just the problem is there's a lot of coding. I don't really have that good time. But it could be nice to have. Anyways, I guess I'll just try to figure that out. Or maybe I'll just leave it. That would suck for the player, but you never know. And yeah, note for starter quest needs to be paper, and starting equipment, need to check that. Need to check that it spawns with the player correctly. Bam. All right, that's my list. All right, guys, I am going to head off for the night and go that it spawns. Yeah, so this was pretty interesting way to just generate a map pretty quickly. It worked out pretty well. I think the scale for the thing, this is a bit smaller than I kind of was hoping for. I kind of thought it would be bigger. Overall, pleasantly surprised. I must have come out here. There must be a town here. Yeah. Anyway, so I'll try that and we'll see. Okay. So I guess see you guys all later. Hit the like button, the subscribe button if you want to keep staying up with whatever's going on. Yeah. And we'll see how life goes. And